Guys, welcome back. Today we are going to go over the cavalry tier lists. So, as you can see, the new cavalry heroes are pretty good, and we don't have any in the C or D tier like the archers. So yeah, let's go over it and check it out. We'll start from, I was going to say the worst, but it's not actually the worst. It's more like it's a niche hero. So yeah, Blast Sound Bass. First skill, heals the hero squad everyone with a healing ratio of 147%. So as I told you guys, the healing doesn't really ride well with the archers because they are not there to tank, but it does work a bit better with the cavalry. It's not as good as with the infantry, obviously, but it does work well. And this is why Blast Sound isn't such a bad choice. I mean, it would... Yeah, we'll go over all the skills and then I will give you a bit of what I think about him. Yeah, the defense, the attack, I'm gonna go over it real quick. 41% chance to reduce the hero squad's damage taken from regular attacks and skills. So it's the new thing. Before we used to have either attack reduction, regular attack reduction, or skill reduction. Now we've got both on most of the new heroes. By 41% for 1 round, and it can go up to 60%. Yep. Then we've got some attack and defense. Battle speed, as usual, on the cavalry. Nothing new there. The HP, which is pretty good. And then we've got the HP again, which is even better considering that this hero is oriented again around tanking ability. And then every round it deals 113 damage to the percent damage to the enemy front row. So basically, this hero is there to tank and fight well against the front row. It's like it is designed to survive against the huge frontliners such as I don't know, maybe Jadeite Hammer or whatever you're using. The healing does scale well, and I believe that it's kind of a niche hero because not many people will run healing on the cavalry. It's usually used for the infantry. I mean, we do have some healing on other troop types as well, but as I said, it just doesn't scale as well as with the infantry. We even have the Awakening on Tidecaller right now that also gives you some healing, you know. And since it's a frontliner, it's good, but yeah, it will just not scale as well as with the infantry. So the first skill is interesting, and like all these skill sets make sense, and it does work pretty well, to be honest. I believe that you could run a tank team for the cavalry by using either Blast Sound, this hero, or the old new, if I can say it like this, Contemplative Shiana. I don't know if you guys remember well, but Shiana is also very damage reduction oriented. She doesn't have the healing things, but she does boost the damage, deal some, and then reduce a lot. So Blast Sound is kind of the same. And I already told you with when Shiana got released that the heroes had some potential, but that it was kinda niche, and that yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to use this hero, I really encourage you to do so because he's not bad and he will perform really well in some situation. I mean, I really mean it, like really well, just like Shiana. But in my opinion, it's a very niche hero, and you have to understand when to use it and why to use it. So if you can do just that, you're gonna do just fine. If you don't, then it's probably going to underperform compared to some other heroes because he's so specific. Now, let's go over with Dino Wrangler. Sorry, I forgot. So yeah, that's why it's ranked B tier in the tier list, because like it's a good hero, but he's too situational in my opinion, and you will have like not many situation where he will be very useful, but when he is, he's gonna kill it. And you could run, as I said, him with or Chiana with the new hero Serpent Princess Misaila, or maybe Dino Wrangler, and you can definitely use it with the Lushita, Antler of Majesty. So yeah, you can use him in the front line, and then you had some damage dealer in the back, and it will work really well. You can even go all tank and use him with Jadeite Hammer or Shiana and stuff like that. So if you want to run like a tanky team, a beefy team with the Cavalry, this is probably the hero to go for, but it's not going to perform really well depending on the situation, and you might have better option. Anyway, Dino Wrangler. First skill has 60% chance to get a random enemy squad into a poison state. So they finally introduced the poison state. If you guys haven't seen it already, on the we're gonna go over that on the mammoth and the new rhino beast that is for the cavalry. You've got a skill right there. Hero status damage, example poisoning when least cavalry increased. So this is finally the moment where this beast talent makes sense. All right, and it's gonna perform really well, honestly. The poisoning meta is going to be quite something, and we've seen a lot of control and suppression and stuff like that, and now it's time for the poison to shine, if I must say. So receive 87% damage each round for 2 rounds. Defense, attack, we know the music right now. And then the 5th skill. Takes 1 round to cast, has a 80% chance to deal 278 damage to 2 random enemy squads if the target is poisoned. It will also be silenced for 1 round so that it cannot release battle skills. So it's pretty nice because they added a new feature, like a new mechanic, and this mechanic can also trigger some other mechanics. So if the target is silenced, is poisoned, then it can become silenced. It's pretty interesting. I really like the skill, and the range is also very nice. Then we've got the attack, cavalry, battle speed, cavalry HP, pretty good. Then we've got the HP again. And the last skill in the first 4 rounds, my bad, all own cavalry squads deal additional 26% damage from skills. So it's pretty much a damage dealing hero with some control, and honestly, they put the assist right there, but like it's probably because there's this buff right here, but the damage right here as well, plus the silencing, this hero is going to be really good. Really, really good. I've only ranked it tier A because we've got the Serpent Princess, which is just too good. So it's a solid tier A. If you guys are running cavalry, my bad. Whoa, I did them all. If you guys are running the cavalry, I would really recommend you to go for this hero if you get the chance. It's gonna do pretty decent damage. It's not as good as big damage dealer like Sotus and stuff like that, but it's pretty convincing for a hero with so many things, like you can poison, you can silence and stuff like that. It's a pretty good hero, and I really recommend you to use it. And just like with the archers, his mechanics is a bit intertwined with the Serpent Princess, which is tier S, and here we go. So it has a 80% chance to deal 190% damage to a random enemy squad and increase the attack of the hero squad by 36.5% for 2 rounds. So it deals quite a lot of damage and it increases the attack of the hero. This is pretty good because this hero is a damage dealing, and pretty often you've got like assist heroes that can boost themselves and they don't necessarily boost your damage dealing hero. Well, with this skill you are guaranteed to boost yourself and not someone else. So yeah. Then defense, attack, and we've got the poison coating. It takes 1 round to cast and has a 80% chance to deal 83% damage to all enemy squads and poison them, inflicting 87 damage for them for 1 round. So it's pretty crazy. You've got a 5 range skill that is going to impact all the enemy squads and poison them, inflicting them damage over time. Then imagine you have Dino Wrangler, it casts this skill, they will get silenced and stuff like that. So pretty crazy mechanics actually. And the trigger rate is honestly pretty good. We've got 80% on both skills. So we have, like, just to compare, we have Lucita who has 30% chance, then we've got 30% chance, and then 60% chance. So these new heroes are much more reliable, 60%, 80%, and then this one is guaranteed. So the new heroes are much more consistent and they are dealing crazy damage as well. So they are just overall better than the old ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the old ones, as I call them, like Antler of Majesty, Siren Killer, whatever, they're still good. Actually, I would still use Antler of Majesty all day because she's got very, very good damage output. The consistency is one of the main problem, but she deals damage to a wide range of enemy team, like 3 enemy squad within range, 3 enemy squads. She can weaken them and stuff like that. So they are very good and they are not going to become garbage or useless or whatever. We just got more option, if I must say. And yes, I would rank Serpent Princess tier S over the tier E Antler of Majesty or Dino Wrangler, because yes, she's better, but Antler has her own tools and Dino as well, and yeah, you just gotta test stuff out and see what you want to use. And in some game features you will want to use Lucita over maybe Dino Wrangler because she's got better damage or whatever. So I mean, to conclude this video, I would like to say that all the new Cavalry heroes are very good. It's not the case with the archers, where Flame Priestess only looks good on paper but is actually pretty bad. In the case of the Cavalry, Blast Sound is good. He is very niche and you will have to use him correctly and in the right situations and stuff. But if you do use him correctly, you can make very good use of him, just like you could with Contemplative Shiana, okay? And these two, they are very easy to fit in pretty much all the Cavalry setup, especially the Serpent Princess. So if you have the chance to get them, don't hesitate, go for them. But it doesn't mean that the others are bad. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you've got questions or whatever, as always, hit me up in the comments, or even better, on Discord. I'm much more active there and it's pretty easy to have a conversation and more people will give their opinion and stuff like that to make the conversation go on and bring some light to some stuff and yeah, have their own opinion. because I'm pretty sure some people will not agree with me, or even if they do, maybe they will have more details or insight or whatever. So yeah, don't hesitate to subscribe if you haven't already, or you can also become a Patreon and get the tier list and stuff like that in advance, or if you just want to do it to help me, then feel free to. But yeah, if you're interested about some things in advance, I will always try to make things right for the Patreons, because they are giving me a bit more support. So see you for the next video. It's going to be about the infantry, I believe. Maybe I will do the universal heroes first, I don't know, doesn't really matter. Anyway, see you guys.